Namaste and welcome to LaVi Sound and Yoga. I'm Laura. I love Yin Yoga and I'm super happy that I can share this yoga style with you. And if you are new to Yin Yoga or you maybe come back to your practice, then you are at the right place here because I will share with you 4 Yin Yoga postures, which you can really easily practice at home. For this, you don't need that much, maybe a yoga mat or a soft floor. You can also practice on the carpet or something like this. And you might need to have a blanket or a cushion to support your body, because in Yin Yoga, we want to relax the muscle and the body. So it is a really calm yoga style where we work in a passive way to stretch the deeper tissue in our body. I will tell you a little bit more about the concept of Yin Yoga during the class, because we will hold the posture around 3 minutes. So we have a lot of time to talk a little bit about Yin Yoga and the wonderful effects which it has on our body. So let's start. I hope you will enjoy it and just practice really safely. So always see that you are practicing without pain and only with the limits of your body. So there is no right and wrong in Yin Yoga. Just take a lot of care about yourself. We will start in a seated position. So take your blanket or your bolster to sit up a little bit higher. This will help us to release the tension in our hips and in our spine, because we will bring now our feet in front of us. So the soles of the feet are meeting, and the feet don't need to be really close to us. They can even slide a little bit further to the front, whatever feels good in your hip region. We will bend forward in a moment, but just to let you know, in Yin Yoga, we are working with the first resistance, so the edge of the resistance or the stretch in your body. So in a moment, just bring your hands down. You can round your spine and you really, really slowly sink down. And whenever you feel the first stretch or the first okay, this starts to be a little bit uncomfortable, you stay wherever it is, if it's low or if it's high. By staying here, we give our body the signal of security. So we don't want to force anything in our body or in any posture. And when you arrived here, then relax your legs, relax also the shoulders, and you can even let the head hang if this feels good for you. Try to relax the muscle here. As I said, Yin Yoga is working with a different tissue in our body. So we try to relax the muscle, which we normally use in active sports forms or other yoga forms. We relax the muscle to go deeper into the deeper tissues of our body, which we call the fascia. See again that you try to relax and let go of the tension in your body. And if you feel you went too far down, then just back up a little bit, come higher. If you feel your body give in, then you can sink a little bit lower. The fascia is a wonderful and really important network within our whole body. It is connecting everything. It's like a spider web within us. Really important for the transport of nutrition, but also signals in our body. Take a couple of more breaths here and try to concentrate on a natural pace of your breath. And one more breath. And as slow as we came into the posture, we come out again. So just roll yourself up. Bring the hands to your knees to help your knees come together. You will feel your hips probably a little bit. Bring the feet wider apart, the hands to the back, and then just to neutralize our hip, we let the knee fall right and left. Good. And you can stay on your blanket. We just straighten the legs now out to the front. So it is nice to sit a little bit elevated again, which helps us to stay more relaxed. As well, if you want, you can bend the knees a little bit or even put another blanket underneath your knees. This will release the tension, especially in the lower back area. So the concept is the same. When we are now leaning forward, you just go as far as your body allows you. So if this is here, is fine. If this is lower, is fine. There is not really right or wrong in Yin Yoga. There is a wrong by having pain or going over the limits of your body. The right is just to feel and stay in connection and really listen when it is time for you to let go even more or coming up a little bit, and just observe what is happening during the posture and after the postures. So here we are stimulating one of the main fascia pathways in our body, which runs the whole back of our body. It starts at the soles of our feet, going the whole length on the back of our legs, up to the lower back, the whole spine, up to the neck. So maybe you feel this whole line now getting long and stimulated while we stretch it. And as I said, that everything in our body is connected. It means that, for example, if we are stretching our legs or even our feet, it can result in, for example, a release of tension in our neck. This is scientific proved. So because everything is connected through this fascia. Let also your face muscle be soft, your jaw relax. And concentrate on your breath whenever your mind is wandering off with stories, with thoughts. Just relax and count your breath. Count 3 more breaths here. Wonderful. And then take your time to slowly come out of the posture by coming upright again. Good. And then you can release the blanket underneath you, and we all meet on the floor on the back. And for a couple of breaths, just let the legs belong, the arms next to your body, and we relax to feel and observe the effects of the first 2 postures. Both postures we were bending forward, so we work the back of our body. We started with the butterfly, and then the last one we were seated with the long legs called the caterpillar. Both really nice to lengthen our spine, to lengthen the back of our legs. Good. And then from here, slowly just roll onto your belly, that we meet here. And we come into a really gentle back bend. which we call the swings. For this, we let our legs like hip width distance apart. You can open them also a little bit wider and try to relax the legs as well as the glutes, the butt muscle. And then we lift our upper body a little bit, that we come onto our forearms. And the first things we check that the elbows are not too far backwards, because then we have a lot of pain in our lower back. What we want is to slide the forearms more to the front, that the elbows are minimum underneath the shoulders or a little bit further. And then we stay here. The forearms are holding our weight, so we can relax into the shoulders by letting the shoulder blades come together rather than the shoulders up to the ears. The shoulder blades are getting a little bit tighter in a way. And then again, check your legs, your glutes, if they are really relaxed. You can have the head in line of your spine, or you can also relax the head down. And then just observe what you can feel in your body. You might feel a nice opening in the chest area, so the opposite of what we felt before. And you might also feel a tension or a tightness in your lower back. And this is what we want, so it's good to feel it. Imagine when you get a massage, the person who massages you uses their hands, for example, to press into the tissue. And we are doing a little bit the same here by bringing this tightness in our lower back to stimulate it. And through all of this, to stretches, but also compression, we bring a signal into this fascia that more water can flow and that they release and get more flexible. Because what is happening if we are not moving or if we are not stretching, this fascia, they are getting rigid, and in a way they stick together, which will lead to less range of motion. So we have problems to move. And yoga or other forms of sports are really, really good to help the fascia become more flexible again. Take also here the last breath consciously. And then we release by sliding the elbows to the side and to come all the way with the chest down to the floor. Make a cushion, maybe with your hands for your forehead, or you can also turn your head. And for 3 breaths, relax. Good. And to bring a little bit release into the lower back, bend your knees, let the feet pointing upright, and let the feet fall a little bit right and left. This should feel nice and relaxed for your lower back. Good. And then we just roll back onto our back. And we come already into the last posture, which is a easy twist. For this twist, we bend the knees, let the feet on the floor. We can use our blanket here. We start to the right side, so you can already put the blanket or the cushion to the right side. And then open your arms on a shoulder level. This can be long or in a cactus form. We bring the hips a little bit to the left, bending the knees and bringing them towards our chest. And then let the knees fall to the right side. And as I said, we can use here our cushion or blanket to support the knees, because this will help our left shoulder to relax down to the floor. So what I wish for is that both shoulders relax down to the floor. This will lead to a feeling of opening in your chest. And we have this wonderful twist and stimulation for our spine here. The postures we did are wonderful to help the flexibility and the health of your spine, because the spine can do a couple of movements, and we did most of them. We bent forward to round the back. The last posture we did was the swings, where we bent backwards, and now we twist. So it helps enormously the flexibility of our spine. Just breathe into your body and feel what, or observe what you are feeling. Last 3 breaths here. Wonderful. Bring the knees slowly up, back to center. Bring the hips also back, and we bring our bolster or blanket to the other side. We bring the hip a little bit more to the right, bend the knees, and let the knees fall to the other side. Also, the arms here are relaxed. By elevating the knees, we help now our right shoulder to come closer to the floor. And the same here, we try to relax the muscle. We just feel the opening of our chest and the twist to the other side of our spine. Additionally, twists are really, really great for our digestive system and our organs. So we are massaging all the organs in our belly region. And then breathe also here the last couple of breaths. Great. Slowly lift your knees to bring them up to center. Bring your hips back to the midline, and then stretch your legs out. Bring the arms next to your body. Maybe turn the palms upright. And we will take 1 minute to just relax here on your mat. So if you are cold, please cover yourself with a blanket. And otherwise, release your weight and all the tension into the mat. Let go of the muscle. Let go of any expectations. And it is really important to take at least a little rest after each practice, because our body might experience something new, some new postures, some new movements. And the fascia, they need to digest all this experience. So you can just relax, and by doing nothing, you do already a lot of good for your body. And then take some deeper breaths. Bring your feet closer together and stretch your arm overhead to wake you up. Lean or roll to one side into a seated position of your choice. You don't need to sit like me, just to finish the class in an upright position together. Maybe you want to bring your hands on a body part or your heart. Just let your head rest and give gratitude that you practiced Yin Yoga, that you did something well to your body and your mind, your soul. And I say as well, thank you for practicing with me. We are really, really grateful to have you here. And if you are interested in more, then please subscribe to the channel, because there will be a second video which will go more into the energetic effects of Yin Yoga, because Yin Yoga is based on traditional Chinese medicine, which is a great way to bring well-being and health to our body. And I will tell you a little bit more in the next video. So subscribe that you can see when we release this video. And otherwise, I hope you really enjoyed it. And I see you again soon. Thank you so, so much.